It's the home of the Suns here in Phoenix, Arizona, as 2K Sports brings you today's live action from the U.S. Airways Center. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's presentation of Noche Latina in the NBA. An annual tradition celebrating diversity and culture, and always a pleasure to bring it to you. With Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. The Suns, they continue their stretch of home games. A superb ball club playing a great brand of basketball. #1 record right now in the NBA.
And right now for Phoenix, they must have reached every goal they set for themselves this season. For them to be this high in the standings this late in the season, what an accomplishment.
And I know it took a long time for people around the league to trust their success, but I don't think there's anybody left out there who doesn't think they're for real at this point.
All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Denver. For Reed and Nurkic in the middle. Will Barton is out there with Livingston, and it's Gallinari in at the 3. Now, here is Gallinari. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Miami.
And defensively, guys, he was just all over the place, forcing turnovers and applying terrific ball pressure.
The Phoenix Suns come into this one after the win against the Utah Jazz.
And in that game, guys, they were just about as dominant defensively on the interior as you could ever be.
And once they got a few rejections, they had opposing scorers looking for those long arms and hands, and it caused hesitation in taking shots in there.
So here's Gallinari following the basket by Freak, and good on the basket. Hook it.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
The Suns have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And Tucker kicks to Morris, to the paint. Here's Freak. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Freak's got 6.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
Down low, here's Fareed. Shot is off. Good work defensively by Morris. And a wide open look for Freak. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
You know, even though he missed that 3-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense. I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Bledsoe dishes to Freak. Hands it from downtown. 9 points in the game so far.
That's 4 connections and 5 tries now for him in what's been a great first quarter.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Livingston kicks to Gallinari. Drops in the layup for 2. Gallinari's got his second basket of the night.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
And he gets that one to go off the front iron. And that's 11 points for Freak.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this hot.
Gallinari, a screen on Bledsoe. Shot off the pick. And it's Freak with the rebound.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Chandler, a screen. Freak. On the 3 off target.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
So for the Nuggets, their last game, a loss to the Heat.
And you guys know how much I love aggressive defense, but in that game, they were just a bit over the top and wound up getting them in foul trouble.
Yeah, exactly. I thought it was not just aggressive, it was reckless. I mean, they approached it more like bumper cars in a game of basketball.
And here's Gallinari following the 3-pointer by Freak. Now, here is Gallinari. He's covered closely. Suns leading by 6. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thank you, Kevin. Randy Whitman and I spoke just briefly. He told me that they'll have their work cut out for them looking shot blocker and defender Tyson Chandler patrolling the paint. He said he was the Defensive Player of the Year for a reason. He's got length, mobility, toughness, and the want to. He brings effort and communication defensively, and you can't forget about him at the other end either. An improved shooter, and he can definitely finish. Kevin, a ton of respect for what Chandler brings to the table.
And as always, Doris, thank you.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those when he misses, and he's got that much room.
And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Phoenix. Lenz checked in for Morris. And it's Brandon Knight in for Eric Bledsoe. Barton kicks to Fareed. Passes it to Livingston. Gatson, guarded by Len. Here's Gatson. And again, Denver no good. And it's the Suns' ball. They're on a 14-6 run. There's the dish to Freak. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Freak's got 17.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
And stolen by Freak. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. A nice shot by Tucker.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Yeah, you've got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession.
Man, I don't know what happened right there. Basically walked out of bounds.
Warren's checked in for Phoenix. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for P.J. Tucker. J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Stauskas comes in for Barton. Knight kicks to Freak. Here is Livingston. He's guarded by Knight. Here's Stauskas. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Phoenix leading by 9. Pass to Porter. He feeds it to Freak. This one for 3. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the clock. And we've played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Tucker and Morris holding the forward spots. Bledsoe is out there with Freak. And it's Chandler in at the 5, down low. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
He is on fire from behind the arc.
Yeah, it seems like all of his points are coming from deep, Greg.
Livingston kicks to Fareed. Fareed setting the pick for Gallinari. The feed now to Livingston. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go from the wing. Shot misses. Excellent D there from Bledsoe. And Tucker kicks to Freak. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough.
Now, here is Gallinari. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. Gallinari with it, guarded by Tucker. Gallinari with it. It's deflected, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Suns ball.
Since the All-Star break, these guys have been on fire. Courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, these are your second-half scoring leaders. Freak number 1.
You know, sometimes, Kevin, the second half of the season is kind of a new beginning for a player. Some guys get more focused because it won't be much longer until it's either the playoff or summer break, so they start sensing that finish line and raise their level of play. Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight. I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
The dive for the ball. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Bledsoe.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Denver. Here is Livingston. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Dishes it to Nurkic. Clock at 6. Over to the left wing. Fareed the pass to Barton. That's good.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Jazz really lit it up. He had 58 points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of threes. What a show it was as he put up some really amazing numbers when it was all said and done. Even we marveled at his performance, Kevin.
All right, thanks so much, Doris. What a great report, and what a jaw-dropping performance that was, guys.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I mean, he's given himself a hard act to follow here tonight.
You know what? But as good as he was, it's hard to think there won't be at least some sort of carryover effect, guys. I mean, he still has to be riding pretty high.
Here is Livingston. His last outing, he had 8 points. The shot's good from Fareed.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop. Clearly, they've been the hotter team here in the first half.
Well, they've been grit and grind, working for those high percentage shots, and quite honestly, it's paid off for them.
And here are the numbers for Freak. Since the All-Star break, he's been unstoppable. He's averaging 55 points, 9 rebounds, and almost 2.5 blocks. And you know, pretty terrific numbers across the board.
Yeah, so many books in his library, he lights up the scoreboard on a nightly basis.
Here is Livingston. Screen by Fareed. Livingston kicks to Gallinari. Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession.
Kevin, and looking back over the last month, let's check out how Phoenix stacked up. First in field goal percentage, first in three-point shooting, and they're also number 1 in free throw shooting. A team that makes foul shots gives itself and its coaching staff a lot of confidence.
You said it all right there. The hottest shooting team in the league. And that tells you not only are they shooting it well, but they're also focused on creating terrific opportunities for one another.
And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That'll be his second foul of the game. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Gallinari. Here's Barton. And it's Freak with the rebound. Freak's got 4 rebounds in this game. Morris outside to the middle. And Freak gets it to go on the assist by Morris. 35 points for Freak.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Here is Livingston. Barton in the corner. Shot clock at 6. Ring shot on the way. Phoenix grabs the miss.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Fareed against Morris. No good from Bledsoe.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Feeds to Livingston. Over to the wing. Screen by Fareed. Barton kicks to Fareed. And he uses the glass on the layup. Fareed's got 6 points in the quarter.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Freak. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They have got to figure it out.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Lenz checked in for Chandler. T.J. Warren comes in for Morris. Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. And Knight subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. Suns leading by 18. Knight kicks to Freak. To the rim-rattling two-handed jam.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Chandler outside. He dishes it to Stauskas. And the pass to Livingston. From past the arc. Cannot hit. And Phoenix will come the other way.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Now here's for
Good D, but better O. It's almost as if they're just standing there.
Well said. Well, for the most part, they were just standing still, Clark.
And you know what, Kevin? He's not the most explosive player on the court, but if you give him a clear lane to the basket, he'll punch it on you.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. From deep three-point range and through the first half, a pretty lot.
Kevin, we just witnessed what was an amazing offensive display from this guy in the first half. Where did that scoring explosion come from?
Wow, really that many points? I'm not really concerned with my points or how I'm getting there. Start counting points now. The rest of the game.
Well done. Thunder up, Kevin.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game.
Just absolute domination in this one for Freak. He's got 42 points, and he's buried a ton of three-pointers in this game, too.
I think we need a calculator to keep track of just how many of those he's knocked down.
So on the floor for Denver. Gallinari sits outside at 3 with Fareed at the 4. Will Barton is out there with Livingston, and it's Nurkic in at the center position. Suns leading by 19. And here's Bledsoe. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Out left to the wing. And Freak gets it to go on the assist from Eric Bledsoe. 44 points for Freak. Livingston kicks to Fareed. Pass to Livingston. Fareed, a screen on Bledsoe. Shot clock at 5. Gallinari wide open. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Gallinari's got 6. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Bledsoe kicks to Freak, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And he is the ultimate when it comes to being a floor leader on the offensive end.
Yeah, you know, he's got a little bit of Greg Anthony in it. And he has been that leader today. I think he's done a really nice job of moving the ball and distributing it the way it needs to be done.
Well, Clark, I'm glad you referenced specifically why you thought he had a little Greg Anthony. I thought you were talking about my knees, my man. he looked a little hobbled out there for a moment.
And Denver has possession after the Suns pick up 2.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
The Suns shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
At the line for 2.
That's good from Tucker. Both free throws good from Tucker. Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Livingston kicks to Fareed. There's the pick. Passes it to Barton. And there's the call on Chandler. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Two minutes gone in this third quarter now. Gallinari dishes to Nurkic. Here's Barton, down to 5 on the shot clock. And again, Denver no good. Freak passes to Chandler. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Bledsoe kicks to Freak. Can't get it to go. The Nuggets shooting 43% from the floor. The dish to Livingston. Barton in the corner. Screen by Nurkic. Barton passes to Nurkic. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's going to go on Markieff Morris. For Denver, they have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game. And the Suns making a change here. Booker's checked in. And he ends up missing both free throws.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Livingston kicks to Gallinari. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Tries from 10. And there's Bledsoe on the assist by Booker.
Their interior defense has been dismal.
Yeah, they're losing the battle in the paint.
Kicks it to Gallinari. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Pass to Jokic from 11 feet away. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
I like the way they're working the ball inside because when you do that, you get higher percentage shots and typically good things happen.
Here's Freak. Another 3 for Phoenix.
They're in the position they're in right now thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Gallinari with it. He's guarded by Booker. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession. Alex Len's checked in for Morris. The Nuggets also changing it up. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. And Nick Stauskas is subbed in for Sean Livingston. Now here's Bledsoe. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game.
These guys putting on a clinic out there. Everything is sound and sharp and crisp. He's really the centerpiece of their offense.
Here's Barton. Chandler with a screen for Gallinari. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Phoenix making some changes. T.J. Warren, he's checked in for Chandler. Out of for the Suns. Morris comes in for Alex Len, and Freak subbed in for Brandon Knight. Denver making a switch here. Freak, he's in at point guard. Warren is out there at Porter. Then there's Markieff Morris, and it's Booker in at the shooting guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Unloads from 13, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Freak kicks to Morris. And Jokic with the rebound.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
He kicks it to Stauskas. Here's Gatson. Takes the 12-footer and hits.
He just couldn't get a hand in the face on that one.
That's using what you got. He's got a height advantage, put it to good use there, and got himself a clean look.
Now here's Porter, and that's a foul called on Nick Stauskas. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. In for the Nuggets, Spencer.
3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Morris. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Out to the wing. Johnson outside. And there's the pass to Jokic. Just 5 to shoot. Out to the right wing. Here's Spencer. Lays it in without an inch of room around him.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
Now here's Porter. He feeds it to Booker. Morris outside. It's stolen by Stauskas. Here we go, one-on-one. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Getting to the stripe is something they've been doing a lot of in the second half, guys.
And when you're behind, it's a good strategy. Not only do you get points, but you also get to set your defense.
Phoenix making some changes. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for T.J. Warren. P.J. Tucker comes in for Otto Porter Jr. And it's Brandon Knight in for Booker. Stolen by Fareed, and that one's good. Free.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
That's called for them.
Patience. Patience. Taking early threes is leading to long rebounds.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Jeff Hornacek as he addressed his team.
Shot.
He used the word patience several times in describing what he'd
forcing
like
the
to
issue
see
too
from their
much.
offense. It's not a run-and-gun approach he wants from them. So, Coach, waiting until the final stages to pull a few tricks out of his sleeve. Kevin, let's see if he's made a wise decision.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Now, here is Gallinari. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And again, Denver no good.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Tucker with the ball. Fareed defending. Chandler a screen. Here's Freak. That's good. The assist that time for Knight. Knight's got his 4th assist in this one.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Now, here is Gallinari. Poked away. It's stolen by Morris. Here's Freak. Rebounded by Fareed. Fareed's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Phoenix.
You know, Clark, when you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooting.
So you said it all there, Kevin. They were lethal from behind the arc.
And you have to love the effort this team plays with night in and night out, win after win this year, and they have earned it. Tonight will make it 62 wins on the year for them.
And this will be their 3rd win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well.
They really do. I mean, there's one more game to play in this season series, and barring any major changes to their team, I'd have to believe the sweep will be in order.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Freak. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
There's the killer 2-handed slam.
That one will seal the deal there. They've exploded here at the end.
Boy, I love the serious killer instinct they've shown, finishing strong.
Here is Livingston. 30 seconds left to play here in the 4th to end the drought, and he sinks the layup.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum. And they feel good about this win tonight, guys, defending their home court.
I agree. Job well done. They gave these fans exactly what they wanted.
Down low, Fareed. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in.
They clearly look like a different team now. Suddenly, they've got some energy out on the floor.
Yeah, but it's come a little too late to have a real impact on the game, though. We call this box score window dressing. All it's going to do is make the numbers look a little better than it was.
So it's the Suns winning easily here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team, Clark, by far tonight.
No